Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Nina Febriyanti from Class D and Group A. And my members are Nurhikma, Zahra Rahmadani, Marham Musaddiq, and Muhammad Anshori. So, in this video, we will discuss the result of the essay project. The type of essay we will discuss is compare and contrast. Then, the topic of the essay that will be discussed is compare and contrast the influence of globalization on traditional and modern society in South Sulawesi. In the introduction of the essay, it's discussed that globalization as an invincible phenomenon is the modern world. It has brought about a major change in various aspects of life, including in traditional and modern society in South Sulawesi, Indonesia. In the essay, we will compare and contrast the effect of globalization on towns to type of society. So, the introduction of the essay concerns the main sentence. In this essay, we will compare and contrast the impact of globalization on such two types of society, and there are connection words such as and, in. So, that's an explain of the introduction of the next essay. Let's discuss the content of the paragraph.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Nurhikma. I will explain about the body paragraph or the supporting paragraph. The body paragraph or supporting paragraph are the paragraphs after the introduction that contains the support or development of the ideas presented in the thesis statement. So there are two methods of the organization that can be used for the compare and contrast essay, namely a block and point by point. In our essay, we use in a point by point format. Several aspects of the topic are identified and compare and contrast. In paragraph 2, this essay begins with the transition word first of all, where the author acknowledges that the indigenous people of South Sulawesi have a very deep relationship with their culture, custom, and ancestral values. However, globalization has introduced a new elements into their society, causing changes in the preferences and interests of the younger generation. To provide this argument, the author used the traditional word giving an example, namely, for example, and then continue by saying the younger generation is learning more towards Western pop music than local traditional music. This shift in the musical presence is an example of how globalization can affect traditional culture and its practices. So next, moreover, the essay points out that globalization poses in a threat to traditional languages in South Sulawesi. As the younger generation becomes more influenced by global trends, there may lack of interest in preserving and practicing traditional languages and customs. This could potentially lead to the engagement and loss of important cultural elements in region. Okay, Next, however, the essay also highlights the positive aspect of globalization for the traditional communities in South Sulawesi. One of the benefits mentioned is opportunity for traditional communities to engage in tourism and utilize it as a new source of income. I think that's all. Thank you.
My name is Zahra Rahmadani. I will explain about the third paragraph. As we already know that modern society has changed a lot, both in terms of lifestyle and global world. In modern society, it is easier to understand themselves in the face of the times. And change in the various fields become faster both in terms of technology and language. Examples such as style of dress, eating, and entertainment. On the contrary, globalization has negative effects, such as the loss of local cultural identity.
Okay, I will explain the body paragraph in paragraph 4, where the contents are obtained from the answer of the source where the contents discuss the impact of globalization on traditional and modern society in South Sulawesi, which is a significant change. Traditional community face many challenges in maintaining culture and custom, whereas modern society face challenge in terms of culture identity and economic inequality. But globalization also brings many new opportunities for better types of society, such as a balance between maintaining their culture identity and adopting the positive aspect of globalization and maintaining the diversity and reach of the unique culture of Sulawesi Selatan. My explanation regarding paragraph 4, and thank you.
Then I will read the conclusion paragraph and discuss about it. In conclusion, the influence of globalization on modern and traditional societies in South Sulawesi is very prominent in the lifestyle, values, and social culture, and the way people interact within a group or community. Traditional society refers to groups of people who lived before the era of industrialization and modernization. The main characteristic of traditional societies is the dependence on values, norms, and traditions that have existed for centuries. Meanwhile, modern society refers to people who live in the era of modernization and technological development. The main characteristic of modern society is the social, economic, and cultural change caused by scientific and technological advances. Okay, I will explain our conclusion paragraph. In the conclusion paragraph, the main topic is in conclusion, the influence of globalization and on modern and traditional societies in South Sulawesi is very prominent in the lifestyle, values, and social structure, and the way people